Good morning, everybody. Uh, yeah, we started this fire population model, so let's try to get to the bottom of this, okay? But I cannot guarantee you we're gonna have some solution here because it turned out to be quite challenging a problem. So, but we give it a try at least, okay? So, yeah. Uh, Yeah. Let's get some water. Oh boy. Okay. So last night, we kind of came up with a brand new approach to this problem. It's kind of reverse engineering. Reverse engineering, meaning imagine they never die, right? The mayflies, they never die. And then they die, right? So we are subtracting them. The grandparental generation, we're subtracting them, okay? And try to see some pattern. It's kind of reverse engineering a little bit, okay? So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, kinda. Like this mayfly died on the third day. Okay, that's why fourth day it doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so this very first mayfly it gave birth to two babies. Then I mean, well, you have one day, right? So well, initially there's just one mayfly. Next, then mayfly give birth to two babies, right? Next day, it give birth to two more babies, and the two children, each of them give birth to two babies, so four of them, right? And then the grandparent of Mayfly dies. But assuming it didn't die, it would have made two more babies. Okay, so 27. That's what would. Let me get some t-shirts. More layers. Well, happy Sunday morning. It's a little bit chilly morning, so okay. Let me have some juice. This is grapefruit juice. Ah, ah. Mm, love it. Mm. Give me a reason to live. Juice. Okay. Uh, so what's going on here? Let me get some scarf. It's chilly. Okay. Oh, there. Because if mayflies never die, that's very straightforward problem. Is 3 to the n minus 1. So it's like 3 to the x is just exponential of base 3. Okay? And if mayfly dies the next day, also very easy. Then it's 2 to the x. Okay? Well, 2 to the n minus 1, but that's minor. 2 to the x, 3 to the x. But if mayfly does not live forever, that's the extreme, right? Or it just live for one day, that's the other extreme. Mayfly live halfway between 1 and infinity. Mayfly like live for 2 days or 3 days, 5 days, 10 days. Okay, then it's more complicated. It's halfway. It's somewhere between 2 to the x and 3 to the x. Okay, but it's easier for us to think about 3 to the x and kind of reverse engineer from there. So we are subtracting the kind of population that would have existed had this grandparent of mayfly lived and didn't die. Okay, but it did die. So why? Because that's our premise, hypothesis, assumption. So we have to subtract them back from 27 to get 24. Yeah, 24 is 27 minus 3. What is this 3? It's 1 times 3. It's one grandparent of mayfly and it's two babies that would have existed if this grandparent of mayfly had not died. Okay, so that's our approach we are doing. Okay. It's reverse engineering, mathematical reverse engineering. Okay, so and will this approach work? I don't know. I I don't even. I'm not even sure if we're gonna keep doing this. Why? Because we're kind of getting fed up with this, all this mathematics. Okay, we'll spend some more time. If we don't get any result, we're gonna move on. All right? Yeah. Because mathematics is not that important to us. It's recreational. We are not. I'm not professional mathematician. Maybe you are. Okay. But I'm not. I'm amateur. So if mathematics, we do it as long as it's interesting and exciting and entertaining. Otherwise, it defeats the purpose. Okay, so if you don't get the results soon, we'll just abandon it and let some future generation continue this legacy. Okay, because otherwise, there's no point if we are not having fun. Okay, because we do mathematics to have fun, but if it's not fun anymore, then what's the point? It defeats the purpose, right? Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, and then give it one more thought. Okay? All right, just one more try. And then we'll move on, okay? So, yeah. Well, we'll take 5 minutes. Please. Please. Ah, ah. Oh. Hmm. Okay. So, difficult problem. This is. By the way, it's snowing outside, so when it's very dangerous, like ice is covered by snow, thin layer of snow. That's very dangerous, very slippery. Okay, so anyways, so yeah, I'm kind of debating. Should we continue with this? Uh, I don't feel like to. Okay, this kind of boring. It's between 2 to the x and 3 to the x, right? So somewhere in between, and I don't think we want to continue because it's getting too boring. All right. So, yeah, we may come back to this later in the future. Okay, but for now, I don't like. I don't feel like doing this. Okay, so yeah, I'd rather not. Yeah. Let's put it behind us. Okay, I don't feel like doing this. Yeah. Well, let's talk about something else. Okay, so mathematics. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Well, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Uh, yeah. It's good to have Sunday day off. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe this problem isn't too bad, huh? Okay. Let's give it one more shot. We do see some pattern there. Okay. Yeah, I think this problem is possible. Okay, we'll just take a break, okay? We'll get back to it. So, uh, in mathematics, there are problems that's provably unsolvable. All right, like for example, Galois and Abel, they proved that the polynomials more than fourth order polynomial is not the solution is not generally there are some exceptions, but generally not expressible algebraically. Okay, they prove that. So it's provably unsolvable problem. Okay, so also Fermat's last theorem. All right, yeah, Professor what's his name? I don't know. Back in 1990s. Okay, Andrew Weil, I think something like that. He proved that the Fermat's last theorem, like when n is larger than 2, x to the n plus y to the n is equal to z to the n, uh, the kind of triple does not exist in integer. I mean, natural number. Okay, so it's provably unsolvable. Yeah, so that it could be that there could it's possible that there's no fixed form formula for that. Okay, but we do. I just noticed a pattern, which is quite easy kind of pattern. All right. Yeah. So, well, then let's continue. Okay, so, okay, because it's not that difficult a problem, it seems. Not as difficult as I initially thought. I just stared at it for a while because I kind of felt guilty, giving up, abandoning the project so easily. Not good. Yeah, I kind of felt guilty about it. It's this, okay, the pattern. Is this kind of nice lighting? I kind of this lighting, kind of dark, cozy, nice lighting. Because when I was in South Korea, in elementary school, we had this nice restaurant. They have wonderful this beef stew and rice. Oh my goodness. It was very dark setting. It's just like candles, right? Very romantic. I would go there with my friends, with my family members. Okay, when I was in elementary school, beautiful, wonderful, kind of dark setting, very romantic, cozy, warm. So yeah, nice, semi-dark lighting configuration. So do you see what I see? A pattern? You need more time? I give a minute, okay? So it's this, okay? You have one blank, two blanks, three blanks, four blanks. So it means there's this pattern here. Order. It's not chaos, it's cosmos. right? Like prime number, for example, it's not random at all. It looks random, but it's not. Yeah, Eratosthenes' sieve. Okay, prime number is nothing but set subtraction between all the set of all natural numbers minus set of all composites, and set of composites is very cosmos. It's not chaos. Set of composites is a set of multiples, multiple of two, multiples of three, four, and so on. Okay, yeah, there's some overlaps, right? Because four is also multiple of two. Okay, multiples of four is subset of multiple of two. But whatever. Okay, so if we like conduct set subtraction and exclude all the composites from natural number. That's the Eratosthenes sieve. Okay, so yeah, there's some fixed algorithm there. Okay, so yeah, so here we see definite pattern. It's not chaos. It's very much cosmos order, right? Pattern. Yeah, we can express this, right? For example, and we're kind of running out of space, but 180, right, is equal to 3 times 81, 243 minus 1 times 3 times 3 times 3 plus 2 times 3 times 3 plus 6. 6 times 3. So, uh, so there will be our prediction. Okay, let's check if this is correct. Right? So 27 plus 18 plus 18 is equal to, if 36, 63. Yeah, yeah, it matches. 243 minus 63 is equal to 180. Okay, we got it. Very good. Yeah. We are making progress here, okay? Yeah. One more. 492 is equal to, okay, 3 times 243 is like 729 minus 1 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 plus 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 plus 6 times 3 times 3 plus 16 times 3. Okay? So there be our prediction. Now let's check. Uh, you have 81, 54, 54, 48. Alright. 108, 108, 156, 203, and 7. So you subtract that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It matches. Okay. So yeah. Okay, we got a pair on here. All right. What we gotta do is make it into a formula. Convert numbers to letters. That's generalization process in mathematics. Okay. Thought about these people. Okay, there are the kind of people that you can pop and the kind of people that you cannot pop. This is the kind of people that I cannot pop. I have to let it be for a week. Then you'll be gone. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. We got it. All right. So yeah. Good. We then continue. It's no longer boring. Why? Because we are getting some result. So it's not boring. I was bored because I wasn't like I felt like I'm not going anywhere with this. Okay, but we are making progress. Like, we are going somewhere. Okay, then it's we are back in the game. It's interesting again. So we'll take like 5 minutes. Okay. So then I bring this closer to you so that you can see it. Okay. All right. Very good. Better. Good. Okay. So, well, we got it. Okay, so it's just from now on, it's just matter of time. So that we can take a break from all this math. Um, the DNA double helix structure. Biologists really struggle to find that structure, double helix, right? Um, Watson and Crick, they got it, so they got the Nobel Prize. But they were not the only one who tried to find that. So it was a like holy grail in biology back in kind of mid 1900s, something like that. Okay, so but they got it, so they got the Nobel Prize. Watson and Crick, and Mr. Dr. Watson. I never met them, but some of my friends did. Okay, um, some of my friends were PhDs in biology. Okay, so yeah, and Watson and Crick, they didn't give up, but some other biologists they did give up. Okay, so and they said, yeah, you just keep thinking about it, then you'll eventually get it, right? That's kind of good message. I almost gave up on this. Why? Because patience is not one of my virtues. I'm not a patient person. That's why I could not handle PhD career more than 2 years. Yeah. Anyways, but we got it. Okay. Uh, so what's the formula? Uh, how did we get two? Well, that's we have we get make two babies, right? Mayfly. So one times two. That's how we got two. How did we get six? Six is two plus four, right? How do you get 16? That's like 4 plus 12. Okay. Yeah. How do we get 44? 12 plus 32. So 2 times 6, 2 times 16. Something like that. Okay. So we multiply by 2 and we add them up. Or add them up and then multiply by 2. Something like that. Okay. So, okay. Okay. 2 plus 6, 8. Multiply by 2, 16. Okay, so 6 plus 16, so that's 22. 22 times 2, 44. Something like that. How do you get 120? Well, 16 plus 44, that's 60. 60 times 2, 120. Okay, okay. It's matter of multiplying and adding, so it's not that difficult. Yeah, we got it. We'll take it slow. We don't want to overwhelm us with mathematics, then we'll be fed up and then give up, right? Let's not do that. Let's take it slow, right? So that we continue on this because it's an interesting mathematics problem, right? Yeah. Inspired by mayflies. Have you seen mayflies? I have. Uh, when I was in law school, I have family friends in Ohio, near Toledo, Ohio. Okay. Uh, so we went to a lake. I'm not sure what lake that is. You know, the one next to Detroit, Michigan, I guess. I don't know. Some Lake Michigan, maybe. I don't know. Whatever, okay. They have a lot of mayflies there, okay. Perhaps too much, okay. And I also watched this documentary, Russia nature documentary. A lot of mayflies, okay. So, and Bears, they love mayflies. Fish, they love mayflies too, right? But think about mayfly. Yeah, they only live for one day, reproduce, and they die, right? And in the documentary, they say mayfly does not eat once it becomes an adult. It just reproduce and die. Of course, mayfly larvae in the water, of course they eat, right? But as an adult, they don't eat. They don't have mouths, right? Yeah. Kind of vestigial organ. They don't eat. Okay. Once you become an adult, live for one day, and they die, right? Yeah. Kind of sad, but they live long as a larvae, right? So, well, some jokes, Alaskan jokes, okay, like during my campaign trail, I would say, yeah, I was born in America, grew up in Korea, like Pacific Ocean, and then came back to America, just like good old Alaska salmon. Born in America, then grew up in Pacific Ocean, and coming back to America, Alaska salmon. Okay, and then another follow-up joke would be, okay, then if you're like Alaska salmon, why don't you just reproduce and die, just like good old Alaska salmon? It's some narrative joke I come up with, came up with long time ago when I was writing fiction. Okay, like 5 years ago. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm not going to reproduce. Okay, I'm not going to have children. Okay, so why? Because I want to be alone. Not all the time, but most times, yeah. Because we got a job here. Okay, at home, yeah. Humanology, mathematics, whatever. Right? As a secular scholar, private academic. Uh, I take it as my mission, God-given mission. Okay, raison d'être, the reason of existence. Okay, that's how I take it. How I take it to be my mission on Earth. Okay, so yeah, yeah. So okay, it's a little bit difficult because it's two-dimensional. It's triangle, right? Actually, it's a diagonal stripe of width 3. Okay, your first diagonal, second diagonal, and third diagonal. Okay, and the rest of the triangle is blank. I'm sorry. Your three diagonal stripes, right? And the rest of the triangle is blanks. But it is two-dimensional structure, right? And that's why it's a little bit difficult. It's kind of like matrix, right? Two-dimensional, right? So it's not too bad. We're trending pyramid number theory, right? That's like n-dimensional array of numbers. Okay, so two-dimensional, yeah, that's a lot easier than dealing with n-dimensional pyramid number theory. Okay, so it was good for us that we got trained in pyramid number theory that deal with n-dimensional array of numbers. Okay, so it's just two-dimension. Okay, so yeah, actually less than two-dimension. Okay, because it's not full square matrix or rectangular matrix. It's just that half of matrix is a triangle. Even less than that, we have stripe of diagonal stripe of width 3 because there are three diagonal lines. Okay, yeah, it's not too bad at all. Okay, So the width of the stripe is determined by the lifespan of that mayfly. Okay. In this case, mayflies they live for 2 days. So that's why we have three stripes. So it looks like L plus one is the width of the stripe. Okay. Yeah. That's what it seems. Yeah. So from here on, yeah, it's just no matter of mechanical work, easy. All right. The difficult part was to find this pattern, but we got it. From now on, it's easy. It's mechanical process. Yeah, just convert these numbers into letters, generalize, express in terms of like sigma, pi, multiple these meta functions, meta operators, right? Yeah, it shouldn't be difficult at all from now on. Okay, so good, good. Yeah. Good stuff. Okay, what does this all mean? Okay, vertically is time one, day two, day three. Okay, and vertically, I mean horizontally. Okay, so first column is first generation mayflies, then second generation mayflies, third generation mayflies, fourth generation mayflies. Okay, and the number here 139, 24, 66, 180, 492. That means the population of mayflies at given time. Day one, day two, day three. Okay, it's just adding up all the surviving mayflies. Okay, so that's what this is. It's a population growth model of mayflies. Hmm? Yeah. So the construction of this diagonal stripe algorithm is this. Okay, start with one. Okay, now you inherit that one. Next number you multiply by two. Okay, so one, two, you inherit that. You have one and two. Next number, add them up. Three, multiply by two. Why? Because this particular mayfly give out two babies. Okay, yeah. So the three adult mayflies, each of three mayflies give birth to two babies. Then how many brand new babies? Six. Two times three. I mean, three times two. Okay, that's what this is about. Okay? Yeah. Very simple algorithm. Okay. And because mayfly dies, okay, we have to subtract those. Also, we have to subtract the kind of baby mayflies this grandparental mayflies would have give birth to. Okay, We can think of a zombie. What? Yeah, zombie giving birth to zombie babies. Okay, we have to subtract them. Okay. Yeah, mathematics can be fun, right? Zombie mayflies giving birth to zombie babies. So we have to subtract them. Okay, because they don't exist. Okay. Yeah, kind of reverse engineering. Eh? Yeah. Next step, yeah, we gotta come up with a nice formula for this. Generalize this. All right. The question is, give us formula for of this particular mayfly species. They give birth to two babies and they live for 2 days. Okay. What's the population of nth day or time t? So if you function of t, right? There are two constants. Okay. Each mayfly give birth to two babies, and each mayfly live for 2 days. Okay, that's the constants like birth rate R and lifespan L. Those are the variables that we are going to generalize later on. Okay, but one generalization at a time. Okay, so we fix those two variables, lifespan and birth rate. Okay, we consider it as constant for now. Later on, we'll generalize that. That'll be a lot easy. Okay, but first, let's fix those two numbers as treat it as constant and just figure out nth generation, I mean, time t, tth day, nth day, what's the population? So that's the question, okay? Huh? Yeah, sounds like a good plan, right? Yeah. Let's take 5 minutes break, okay? Well, good, good. We're making very good progress. Yeah, we are good students in mathematics. Good students of mathematics. Yeah. Very good. All right. Do you have any space left here? Oh boy. Well, let me get rid of these empty bottles. Okay. So, huh? Ah, ah, okay. Ah, how to generalize this? Oh boy. Yeah, it's not a cakewalk, right? Yeah, it's not that too simple, but well, the difficult part is over. So, um, yeah. Well, can we take a break from this? We'll do this later, okay? We are making constant progress, okay? So that's good. We'll do this later, okay? Just one baby step at a time. So, yeah. So nice and quiet, very peaceful Sunday morning, right? Yeah, that's great. So yesterday I ate uh, Eastern food like dumplings and the seaweed salad and squid salad. It was good, but for some reason, I microwaved them. Oops, I shouldn't have. But they're supposed to, you're supposed to eat those food cold, but for whatever reason, I microwaved it. But it was still okay. Okay, so I guess I was just drunk. All right, so there was no rhyme or reason to microwave it, but somehow I did. It was okay. It was good food. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what to do. What else to do? How about Tony Basil? Yeah, Mickey. I love that music video. Oh, she's fantastic, isn't she? Like, she's like amazing choreographer. She used to be cheerleader in high school, right? So Mickey, that music video, she was wearing this high school uniform, cheerleader uniform, okay, and amazing choreography, okay. She's a great dancer, right? And very beautiful lady. And she made that music video, I think, when she was in her 40s, right? But she's still look very young. Uh, yeah, it is one of my favorite music videos. Great music. Tony Basil, Mickey. Yeah. What else? I'm kind of wondering, should we get back to mathematics? Generalize that? Hmm. We can talk about philosophy a little bit. Philosophy? Yeah. Like Immanuel Kant, right? He interesting figure, metaphysics, right? We borrow this term metaphysics, but it's not exactly same as metaphysics in Western philosophy, Eastern philosophy. We have our own definition of metaphysics. Okay, so how we define metaphysics, we just borrowed a term and concept, but we have our own definition of metaphysics in humanology. And the definition of metaphysics in humanology is that the invisible world or concepts and ideologies. Okay, so yeah, that's how we define metaphysics. How about physics? Yeah, visible world, object, plant, animal, right? And human, right? Half of human, okay? That's physics. Metaphysics. The other half of human, and then you have ideology, which is concepts, okay? Ideology, and then angel, God. So that's the metaphysical universe, okay? Because we human, we are half physical, half metaphysical. We're half animals, half gods, okay? So there's a seven hierarchy, physical, metaphysical hierarchy in humanology, okay? So I will probably have to reintroduce that concept in the paper I'm writing, humanology paper. Okay, so yeah, I guess we are kind of getting ready to get back to humanology because we had enough fun with mathematics, but yeah, there's some left, right? We gotta make it turn into formula, but it may not be that easy. Thinking about it, okay, but at least we found a pattern. That's good, great. Okay, uh, yeah. Oh boy. I'm just looking at the whiteboard over there. Well, let's look at it together. Yeah, because nothing has come to my mind now. We'll do just a little bit more, okay? Just a little bit. There. Right? It seems the key to this is so you have, let's think about matrix, okay? You have third row and third column, okay? So in matrix you have Aij, right? Aij, for in that case Aii. Ith row, third row, and third column. Okay, it seems to be the key. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. We figure out the recurrence relation first because that's a lot easier. All right, and okay, this guy. All right, you have 1, 2, 6, and 16. All right, that's A 1 1, A 2 2, A 3 3, A 4 4. Okay, so we'll just express these guys in terms of sigma. Okay, sigma I is equal to from 1 to 4. A I multiplied by 3 to the fourth minus I, well, plus 1. So, well, 5 minus I. Okay, so 3 to the 5 minus I. That's that. Okay. Yeah. 5 minus 1, 4. 5 minus 2, 3. 5 minus 3, 2. 5 minus 4, 1. Okay. So, okay. And what is AII? Well, we tackle on that problem in a recurrence relation. Okay. So, well, let's take 5 minus break. Okay. So, okay. 729. That's 3 to the 6. 3 to the 6 minus the sigma term, that is equal to 492, which is the population of mayflies on the seventh day. Okay. Then what's the population of teeth day? Uh, it'd be like t minus 1 and t minus uh something like that. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, t minus 1, t minus 3, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. You're gonna take a break real soon, okay? So AII is equal to, we're gonna use tensor notation, all right? Like superscript, subscript, okay? So A I is equal to, uh this is row and column, okay? So 2 times A I minus 1 plus A I minus 2. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, 16 is equal to 2 plus 6 times 2. Yeah. 8 times 2, 16. Okay, so yeah. Previous column, okay, same on the same row. Yeah. So we got it. Okay. So yeah. One more, right? To generalize this guy, okay? N T is equal to 3 to the T minus 1 minus sigma I from 1 to, well, you use K because we are using I here, okay? K from 1 to T minus 3. Open param. A, yeah, we can use I, okay? Yeah, let's use I. Let's be consistent. I from 1 to T minus 3. I multiplied by 3 to the T minus 2, okay? Minus I. Okay? So that's that. Now, our next task, we need to figure out what number should here in this equation should be converted into L, lifespan, and also R, the reproduction rate, number of babies. Okay, so it's somewhere hidden in this equation. Okay, so we'll think about that after 5 minutes break. Okay, so yeah, how interesting, right? Yeah. We are almost there. Okay. So yeah. Okay. All right. We'll take 5 minutes. Yes. Interesting. Yeah, I bring this closer to you so that you can see it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's take 5 minutes. Okay. Who's getting chilly? Let me put some layers on. Okay. Very interesting. So how did we get here? Well, we are thinking about climate change, right? And we wanted to model mathematically the climate cycle, and then we started thinking about growth of plant animal population fluctuation, right? And yeah, that's how we got here. Okay, so yeah, it's not an easy problem at all. It's we looked at what other people did in population modeling. We learned, but we were not satisfied. So we had to come up with our own using the knowledge that we learned from others. Okay, so yeah, yeah. Learn and create, right? Yeah. We're like sons and daughters of God, okay? Just like God creates, we create too, okay? Like father, like son, like daughter, like mom, like daughter, okay? Yeah, it's so cool. Now, let's think about reproduction rate, okay? So this R, you make two babies, right? And this three, most likely, that's like R plus one, R plus one, okay? Yeah. Hmm. How about L, lifespan? Where's L hidden in this equation? Okay, let's think about that. We identified R. Okay, it's the base of these powers. It's R plus one, 3. Okay, and here you have 2. That's R. Okay. All right. How about the uh, lifespan? Lifespan corresponds to the width of this diagonal stripe. Okay, so this mayfly live for 2 days, reproduce twice. Okay, and the width of stripe most likely that's like L plus 1. Okay. Right. So if fruit fly lives 3 days, reproduce 3 times, then the stripe gets wider, one more diagonal. Okay, but the rest is the same. Okay, so this will be filled with number. Okay, just one more day. All right. Okay. Is the fruit fly in this example living for 3 days, 2 days? Well, yeah, there may be some minor errors. We'll correct that later. Okay, so we just go ahead and do this with what we have here. Minor errors, yeah, it's easy to correct later on. Okay, once we figure it out, the grand scheme of things. Okay, so do the minor details. Okay, fairly easy on error to correct. Okay, so we're not going to think about the minor details. Okay, for now, we'll make it perfect, pitch perfect later on. Okay, so lifespan. Okay, okay. If this mayfly live for 3 days, then there will be one more term here. Okay, so I minus one, I minus two, and plus I minus three. Okay, so yeah, okay, we got that. Okay, so okay, because this guy is let's express this sigma. Okay, real quick is 2 times sigma. Uh, let's say j from 1 to 2 a I minus j. Okay, and this two that's the L. Okay, all right. How about in this equation? So number of terms in parentheses that we're going to subtract corresponds to these blanks, right? hmm If there are, if the, if there's one more diagonal line into this stripe, then there'll be one less blanks, one less blank. Okay, so all right. So here 5 minus 2, right? But if we add one more line, it will be 5 minus 4. So uh, it seems, so this guy is L, right? And this guy, I think it's this guy, okay. I think it's L plus 1. Okay, so where else? I think that's about it, okay? I think. It could be somewhere here, I don't know. Let's think about it, okay? Probably not, yeah. Yeah, yeah, we got it, okay? So we grab a brand new whiteboard and express it, okay? Yeah, it's final. This is L, and how about R? R plus 1, and this guy is R. Okay? Oh boy, we got it. All right. We'll take 5 minutes, okay? Yeah, it's exhausting. But we got it. Okay? Yeah, we'll take like 5 minutes break. Okay? Oh, we got it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Ah. Okay. Let me take a picture of this. Wow, we made it. Okay. Now let's grab a new whiteboard and express full-fledged formula, right? Yeah, it's recurrence relation, but better than nothing, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. The only non-magnetic whiteboard is the oldest whiteboard in this house. It has a nice tray. It's non-magnetic, so. All right. So full formula, okay? You ready? Nt is equal to r plus 1 to the t minus 1 minus sigma I from 1 to t minus l plus 1. Open parent. A I times r plus 1 to the t minus 2 minus I close parent, okay? Where I is equal to r times sigma j from 1 to l a I minus j. That's it. We got it. Okay, let me take a picture of this. Oh boy. It feels like finishing line long after long run, like marathon. That's what it feels like. Okay. Oh. With this recurrence relation, okay, yeah, we gotta define. A11, okay. That's N0, initial population. Okay. Oh. Woo! So we got the formula, okay? Now, they are all letters. Our next step, we're not gonna do now. Alright? We'll do the next episode, alright? We need to go back to the numbers by plugging in numbers and verify correctness of this formula. Make some examples out of this formula, okay? So it's back and forth. First, we start with numbers. We convert it into letters, generalization. Now, we're gonna go back to the numbers by plugging in numbers to this formula and verify correctness of this formula, okay? A lot of work, right? But for this episode, we are done, okay? Ah. We came a long way. Congratulations. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. We came a long way. Oh. Woo! Ah. Let's take a break, shall we? Yeah, let's take 5 minutes break. Ah. Exhausting. Okay, let's drink, shall we? Oh, that was. Oh, there was some difficult mathematics problem, man. Oh boy, but we got it. Oh, let's congratulate us. Oh boy, that's like. Let's get some Toms. Whew. Wow. Mathematics. Oh boy, that was like intense. Let me flip that whiteboard so that I don't have to look at it. Okay, I don't even want to look at it. Let's block it from the view. It's kind of simplified model, right? Because animals they don't reproduce like bacteria, right? Live animals they reproduce and then they stop reproducing, but they don't just die right away. Salmon, mayflies, yeah, they reproduce and they die. But grizzly bears, they reproduce. After that, they stop reproducing, but they keep on living. Later on, they die, right? So, yeah, our model is very simplified still, but even that simplified model, we saw how complex it is, right? Yeah. But we made a progress. Okay, so oh, that was intense. Cheers. Wow. Oof. Yeah, just chilling because it feels like I've been like we've been running for miles. Oh, Yeah, that was tough. Mathematical, metaphysical exercise, brain exercise. Right? Let me go to bathroom real quick, okay? Yeah, I'll be right back. Uh, yeah, hey, we've been blessed, right? Yeah, God Thank you. Jesus, thank you. Hallelujah. We got it. They gave it to us. Blessing of mathematics. So, what's the point of all doing this mathematics? Well, first, we are staying out of trouble, right? Keeping our hands busy, dirty, and we're having fun. So, entertainment value, recreational mathematics, is also great education for future generation, right? Yeah, so it's so cool. And it's one step further, right? Yeah, it's the beginning of things. Our future generation can make some improvement based upon what we did. Yeah, they can make model more realistic, more general, right? And once we have the formula, it's not closed form formula, right? It has to do with recurrence relation. But once we have that algorithm, people can program that, encode it in some computer program language, and then start calculating. Okay, yeah, mathematical model, right? So yeah, yeah. So that was interesting, right? Yeah, but we got it done and over with. Okay, so I think we spent enough time with that. So yeah, I think we are kind of in a good place to move on because we all achieved something really cool, right? Yeah, population model. Whew. Will I publish that? I don't think so. Why? Mathematics, I don't publish. Okay, it takes too much effort to type them, and I don't know LaTeX. I don't want to learn it either. All right, we leave to the future generation to type them up and let them publish it. Okay, I'm not interested in publishing mathematics. It takes too long a time to type them up in a LaTeX. I don't know LaTeX. Microsoft Word, yeah, it just takes too long to write mathematical equation for me. Okay, and I don't want to do LaTeX. All right, so we leave it to future generation to type them up. Okay, I'm not going to. I don't have time. Okay. To me, writing, typing the humanology, that's priority. Okay, mathematics we just do for fun. Okay, but I think what we found there is something very cool. Okay, yeah. So yeah, just take picture and then put it in the social media. That's it. That's what I do. But it's all tape recorded and it will be published. Okay, in the Google YouTube humanity series. Okay, so yeah. What else? You know, let's talk about dreams. How about that? Every now and then, I dream about ladies. Like in my dream, sometimes I have a date with a lady. Huh? Yeah, I love that kind of dream. Okay, so yeah. Sometimes, yeah, in my dream, yes, some PG-13 material, like a date that led to some intimacy in some of my dreams. Okay, some intimacy between a lady and me. Intimacy. Okay, that's all I can tell you. Yeah, because I'm a man. Okay, yeah. have you ever smelled something in your dream? I mean, we hear sounds in our dreams. We talk, we listen, right? But smelling something in dreams, that's quite rare, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in dream, we see things, we hear things, but do you really hear sounds other than words? That's kind of rare too, right? Dream is mostly visual and also, yeah, we talk in the dream. We listen to other people talking in the dream, right? But do we actually hear other sounds? Maybe sometimes. Have you ever had dream where you listen to music in a dream? Maybe some musicians, huh? Yeah, maybe they got inspired in a dream. Some melody. Actually, I have. Yeah, I did listen to some songs, kind of brand new melody. But other sounds like dog barking or car honking, that kind of sound, not very common, right? Smell, yeah, not very common, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think a couple of nights ago, I had this dream. Some recurring theme in my dream is tornado. Tornado. Whirlwind, okay? So I had this dream and this tornado, they were not too bad, okay? I was in a building, I just flew outside. It was like, there's this whirlwind that's like dark gray, okay? It was that kind of tornado. Multiple. So in my dream, when I have tornado dreams, it's kind of recurring theme. They're typically multiple tornadoes, and they're very scary looking. Okay, some tornadoes in my dream they're like fiery, like dark red fire. Tornado is made of fire. Okay, in my dream, sometimes. Okay, and there are multiple of them. Typically, I'm inside a building. Okay, I look out the window and I see the tornadoes coming. Right. Ooh, beautiful but very scary. All right. That's tornado dreams. Recurring theme. Another recurring theme in my dream is dirty bathroom, like filthy, like really dirty, filthy bathroom. Okay, like human feces floating on the water. Oh, recurring theme. Okay, or dirty floor, like urine and on the floor. Oh my goodness. Ew. Another recurring nightmare. I'm in a school, college. I forgot that I registered this class. So now tomorrow is the final exam. Then I realized I forgot to drop that class. So I'm still enrolled, registered to the class, and I have not been attending all the lectures in the class. No homework. Now tomorrow is the final exam, so I get an F. So so a recurring nightmare like that, okay. Huh? Then I wake up and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad it was just a dream. So will I ever get back to school? I don't think so. Okay. I read some lawyers go back to school, get PhD, and become professors. I've read some lawyers do that, okay, but I don't think I will ever do that. Why? PhD, I do not have patience for to study for 5 years. If I ever go back, most likely I'd end up dropping out again. I'm not a PhD material. I don't have that kind of patience. Studying for 5 years, no. Not me, but I admire people who can do that. Some of my friends, my dad, some of my siblings, PhDs, okay, I hugely admire their patience. To me, they're like saints. That's like elites, right? Yeah, I respect elites. They have great patience, very hardworking people. I'm not. Yeah, mathematics, yeah, we do that sometimes, right? But when we feel like it, right? I almost gave up on that. Then I was looking at it, staring at it, oh, and I saw some pattern, and we finished it, right? But in our own pace, when we feel like it, we do mathematics, but not always. Huh? Yeah, we do mathematics when we feel like it. Otherwise, we don't. But doing 5 years PhD, you have to take these classes, required classes, higher mathematics, statistics, right? That's why I dropped out. I couldn't do it. It was too difficult, too much for me. Elites, elitism, right? U.S. Army, special forces. I dropped out after 2 weeks. Dropped out after 2 weeks. Okay, it was too much for me. I couldn't do it. But I have huge admiration for special forces. I've been there. Dropped out after 2 weeks. Okay, couldn't do it. PhD dropped out after 2 years. Science high school, Seoul, South Korea, very elitist. Okay, dropped out after 2 months. After 2 months, I dropped out. Right? How about election? I did not drop out. I lost the election in the primary. I'm kind of glad I did not get elected in the Republican primary. Alaska's the Senate race. Why? Because if I was had been elected, then I would have to continue the campaigning to the general election. It was too much work. Okay, so I'm glad I was not elected in the primary, so that I don't have to campaign anymore. But I did not drop out though. Huh? Oh boy. So political campaign, it was like Superman training, kind of like special forces. Why? I have full time job. I had full time job. I still do as a lawyer, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Okay. In my political campaigning, yeah, my after hours, weekday nights and weekends, political campaigning. So it's like 80 hours a week, 40 hours a week as a lawyer, maybe 20 hours a week as a political candidate, maybe 60 hours a week. Okay. Yeah, 40 plus 20. It was intense. Will I ever do political campaigning, the United States Senate race next year? I might or I might not, because we'll take 5 minutes break. I need some vocal rest. We'll talk about some election politics, okay? We take 5 minutes, okay? Story time, right? Great. We earned our right to story time because we did a lot of mathematics, right? Nowadays over. Woo! Let's have some fun. So, election law. They changed the rule, Federal Election Committee, okay? Because I guess they were too busy because of shenanigan candidates like me, just testing the water, right? Because I ran for presidential election too last year. Okay? I did vote for myself, okay? So probably I'm the only person who voted for myself. I don't know. With some content generous friends of mine did vote for me. I don't know, okay? As a write-in, okay? But they changed the rule. Initially, I mean, when I ran for president, the election rule was like this, okay? If you if your campaign donation or your own money, campaign expenditure, money going out, that's what I did, okay? I spent about $4,000 for presidential campaign, okay? But if you campaign expenditure money going out of your own pocket or you get donation, okay? So money coming in, money going out, if it exceeds $5,000, then the reporting, quarterly reporting of election money is mandatory. That was the rule when I ran for presidential election. Okay. This year they changed the rule. Okay. The new rule is this: Federal Election Committee. Okay. I met some people there. Okay. They're cool. Federal employees. They're cool. The new rule is you must have $5,000 in the bank in your campaign account in order to register to run for president or run for congressman, congressperson, or run for U.S. senator, you must have $5,000 from the get-go. Okay, higher bar, and I don't have $5,000, so I may not run. Okay, so they test the rule. Okay, probably because of people like me, shenanigan candidates testing the water. Yeah, because it keeps them too busy, right? Yes, we understand. We don't blame them. Okay. So they raised the bar. So if I get to save $5,000 this year, huh? Then I might run next year, United States Senate. Okay. Otherwise, I'm not going to. Why? Because I don't have $5,000. Okay. Because I mean, the money I make as a lawyer is about average American salary level. Okay. Because there are too many lawyers nowadays. Yeah, lawyers don't make that much money nowadays. Okay, some of my friends are carpenters, car mechanics, and plumbers. Okay, electricians. Okay, some of them make twice as much money than I do. They make six-digit figure. Some of them. Okay, well, some lawyers they make a lot of money too. Some of them. Okay, but me, I've been lawyer for just 2 years. I'm newbie, neophyte, rookie. Okay. So nowadays there are too many lawyers, so that's why we don't make that much money. It's like market saturation in labor market, also stock dilution. Right? Look, in finance, stockholders they they don't want corporations to issue brand new stocks because it's going to dilute their stock value, dividends. All right, too many mouths to feed. Okay, yeah, your pie you can eat the whole pie by yourself. But if you have two people, yourself and somebody else, you have to divide the pie in half. If there are 10 people, they only get 1/10 of the pie. Okay? So there's stock dilution concept. So stockholders, they don't want corporations to issue brand new stocks. It's going to dilute the dividend and also stock price too. Okay? Yeah, I love some finance. When I was in law school, all right? I took a lot of this economics, business related classes when I was in law school. Okay. Yeah, I'm quite knowledgeable in finance, accounting, okay, business, at least in theory. Okay. Yeah. Good classes. Yeah. It was fascinating. Okay. Accounting, Italian accounting, right? Yeah, the ledgers. It's like credits on the left, debits on the right, or vice versa. I don't know. Yeah, A equation again. Asset is equal to liability plus equity, right? Yeah, business they run on debt. Okay. President Trump, he have a lot of debt, like hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions. That's typical. Okay. Country, America, trillions of debt, right? How about you? Me? Do I have debt? Yeah. House mortgage, right? Car loan. Because we don't have rich uncle. We don't have inheritors money, right? So yeah, car loan, home loan. Yeah, mm. Yeah, it's typical. Yeah, but I don't have college debt or law school debt. Why? When I was in Madison, Wisconsin, yeah, I got scholarships. Okay, and also my parents, my siblings, yeah, they gave me money. when I was in undergrad, Madison, Wisconsin. Computer science major. Right? PhD career, full scholarship with stipend, fellowship, scholarship. Okay, PhD career, 2 years. Okay, so paid off. What is stipend? It's the money that they give us to pay the rent, buy food, transportation. Okay, extra money, living expenses on top of food, tuition. That's fellowship, scholarship. Okay, PhD level, right? So it's all paid off. And then law school, yeah, GI Bill, post 9/11 GI Bill, Yellow Ribbon program, and also I got scholarship from law school too. Okay, so it's all paid off. On top of the tuition, we got stipends, GI Bill, post 9/11 GI Bill, great program. Okay, yeah. It's all paid off. But car loan, yeah, still paying it. House, home loan, mortgage, I'm still paying it. Okay, car loan, yeah, they're 10 years, right? Home loan, 30 years. That's the standard. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. It's so cool, right? Yeah. But other than that, I'm more like hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck kind of guy. Last night I went to supermarket, okay, because I missed people. I wanted to see people, interact with them, okay. Went to supermarket, bought some food. Yeah. Put in the refrigerator. Right? So I spend my money, okay. We take 5 minutes break, okay. Then we talk about some food I ate last night. It was good, okay. Yeah, good food. Yeah. Okay, let's take 5 minutes, okay? So, yeah. We'll talk about whatever. We own this time of fun, entertainment, because we've been working so hard in the mathematics, right? Yo, it was good though, okay? Oh, boy. Okay, yeah, the dawn is breaking. It's gonna get very pretty out there soon. Yeah, Alaska morning. So in Alaska, I have lawyer friends who went to same school in Michigan. Okay, and some other lawyers who went to different school. Some of them are like me, recreational mathematicians, amateur. Okay, so we talk about mathematics sometimes. Okay, but good thing about mathematics as a hobby, we get to choose the subject matter. Mathematics big field, right? Nothing mandatory. We're just amateurs, so we choose the subject matter in mathematics to study, and also in our own time, in our own pace. But if you are in a PhD program, you don't have that kind of luxury. There are mandatory classes you have to take. Statistics, mathematics, whatever, okay? And they're very technical, okay? And you have to take final exam, attend the classes, just not your own pace. And it's not the kind of subject matter that you get to choose. They are mandatory classes, okay? That's why I couldn't do it. I love mathematics, but I want to choose the subject matter that I would like to study in mathematics. And I want to study in my own pace. Okay? Yeah. That's why I had to drop out of PhD program after 2 years. I couldn't take it, okay? Too difficult and too fast. All right? I'm slow. But we do mathematics as a hobby, recreational mathematics, right? Because it's intellectually stimulating, right? Yeah, tantalizing, some intellectual satisfaction, right? Yeah, something different from what we do in our line of job. So in X File episode, okay, it was funny. Okay, so yeah, they say yeah, some American educated Americans they encounter this career block, so they go back to school, master's degree. Many times they go to law school. Medical school, oh, that's like you have to take organic chemistry, right? Which is great, beautiful, right? I have a book, organic chemistry. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, organic chemistry. Okay, thick. It's beautiful. Okay, molecules, right? Yeah, it's beautiful, but it's just too much. Okay, so medical school, you have to do this internship, resident, and organic chemistry, and that's too much, right? So not many people go to medical school. Okay. But law school, it's just 3 years. For me, it was 2 years because I took two summer classes. I didn't do any internship. Okay. Why? I did not want to drop out again, like I did in PhD. PhD is long. It's like 5 years average. After PhD, yeah, you go to postdoctoral kind of internship. Okay. University research institution. Okay. Postdoctoral, like 2, 3 years, right? And then you get a job as a professor, university or some corporation as a researcher. Okay, it's just too long. Okay, PhD. Okay, yeah, it's like 5 years, too much. All right. Well, law school, yeah, 3 years. Yeah. Well, some people go to MBA, Master of Business Administration. Right. Yeah. 2 years. Okay. Law school 3 years, right? But I finished it in 2 years because I did not want to drop out again like I did PhD. Okay, so yeah, just get there and get out. Okay, so my law school grade is like 3.0.123, something like that. Okay, barely over 3.0. Okay, but I graduated. Right, just get in, get out fast. So I finished law school in 2 years. Right. I don't know if there's anybody else in America who ever did that. Okay, but my alma mater, Michigan Law School, Ann Arbor. Okay, they allowed me to do so. Okay, because I didn't want to drop out again. Right. So finished in 2 years. Took two summer classes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Then I came to Alaska. That was like 5, 6 years ago. All right. And the rest is history. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So when I was in law school, I was an activist, conservatism activist. Okay. Yeah, I was against LGBT ideology. I'm not against people, but ideology, yeah, I'm against some ideologies. Okay. Yeah, so I was a little bit notorious because any school, college or graduate school, they are relatively young people. They tend to be liberalistic because they are young. Okay. I was liberal. I was young once in college days, Los Angeles, California, actor days, college days, Madison, Wisconsin. Okay, yeah, I was more liberal than conservative. Okay. So why young people are more liberal than conservative? Because yeah, they just got liberated from their parents. First time they live outside of their parents' house, they're liberated. They want to be free, progressive. They want something new. They are young. So young people tend to be more liberal than conservative. Okay? And I was like that too. But as I grew older and older, I became more and more conservative, become old school. Why? Because when I'm old, I see these young people who are great. I love young people, okay? And they come up with just new things that doesn't quite jibe with what I'm used to, like tattoos, piercings, LGBT, BLM. It's some brand new stuff, okay? That's not the kind of things that I'm used to, okay? So we old people are like, just like, oh, that's too new, okay? New, like, we are not familiar with that new stuff. We're kind of old timers, old school, okay? So as people age, many people become more conservative. Nostalgia of good old days. You used to be so good back in the days, right? All this brand new stuff. We don't have energy or time to learn these brand new things, new technology, whatever, because we are old. We don't have that much energy to learn brand new things. Yeah, we just want to stay the old fashioned way. Okay? Some politics. So, yeah, time wise, in the axis of time, young people, liberalistic, older people, conservative. Okay? As we get older and older, we get less and less energy. All right. So we don't have energy to learn brand new things. We just stick to what we are familiar with, old fashioned, good old school fashion, old fashioned ways of things because we don't have energy to learn brand new stuff. Okay? Yeah. So we become conservative, old timers. We like old fashioned values. Okay? Brand new things, we don't have energy. We are old. We don't have energy to learn brand new things. So we stick to old fashioned stuff like cassette tapes, vinyl record, typewriters, pencil and paper, okay, as opposed to computers, cell phone. We don't have energy to learn all this brand new stuff. Okay, we are old. We are low energy, old people. Okay, so there's time axis. How about spatial axis? Rural versus urban, big city, urban versus rural, country, outback. Yeah, urban, big city, they tend to be liberal. Rural, country, outback country, natural, they tend to be conservative. Okay, we take 5 minutes break. Okay, why do you think big city people tend to be more liberal and country, outback country like Alaska, they tend to be more conservative? Okay, why? Spatial dichotomy of liberal versus conservative. Hmm? Why? What's the reason? Rationale? Cause? I give you 5 minutes to think about it if you want to. Otherwise, I just tell you in 5 minutes, okay? If you want to think about it, yeah. Otherwise, we'll talk about it together, okay? Right. We'll take 5 minutes break. All right. Politics so easy compared to mathematics, right? Humanology is so easy compared to mathematics. Okay, so hey, okay, we'll take 5 minutes. All right? Yeah. Okay. So we talked about temporal, time-wise dichotomy between liberal versus conservative. Young people that got liberated from their parental house, they went to college. Yeah, liberation, liberal, liberty, freedom. No rules. Okay, they want to do everything. They want to try something brand new, right? Have some ownership. Because before that, they were living with their parents' house rule for 2 decades, 20 years. Okay, after that, they're in college. They're liberal. They're liberated. They want freedom, progressive. They want to have their own ideas, some ownership of their brand new thing. Okay, the progressivism. Okay, this temporal dichotomy between conservatives and liberals. Old people, we are old. Stick to the old fashion value. We are old, okay? We don't have energy to learn brand new things. We just don't. We are low energy, old people. We stick to the old fashioned value system establishment. Young people, they want to try their own thing, have some ownership, so brand new stuff, their own idea, brand new idea, progressive, liberal. Because the temporal dichotomy between conservative, old-fashioned people, old people, and young people, brand new people, progressive, something new. Okay, so the temporal dichotomy between uh, conservatism and liberalism. Okay, college campus, they are liberal. Okay, why? They are young students. They just got outside of their house, parents' house, for the very first time in their lives, early 20s. Okay, so yeah, and college professors, they tend to be liberal too because their customers, students, they are the boss. They pay the tuition, salary of college professors. Okay, so they have to go along with these liberalistic young college students. Okay, all right. So the temporal dichotomy between liberals and conservatives, libs and cons, whatever. Okay, I have a special dichotomy. Yeah, big city, they tend to be liberal. Seattle, Portland, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, all liberal, right? Big cities. But country towns, small towns, they tend to be conservative. Why? Special dichotomy of liberalism and conservatism. Okay. I was wondering, okay, so 2, 3 years ago, yeah, I went to San Diego, California, 1 week vacation, it's 3 day class, federal election committee, okay. Federal Election Commission, okay, yeah, great lecturers, teachers, okay, election law. That's 2, 3 years ago, okay. San Diego, California, okay. And attendees, students who registered to this class, they are like lobbyists, election campaign managers, some candidates, okay. Yeah, they've been in politics longer than I did, so I asked them questions, and they did answer me. Some of them former mathematicians, okay. So, yeah, some former computer scientists, former mathematicians, they get into politics. Okay, I know they are there. I met them. Okay, so yeah, how come is urban versus rural dichotomy, spatial dichotomy? Why big city people tend to be liberal when outback country, rural region people tend to be conservative? Why? And some people kindly and generously answered my question, okay, during break times, okay. We had some after the class, we went to a bar, hotel, okay. Yeah, good time, party time, socializing, okay. So, cigarette break too, okay. So, yeah, so it's an interesting question, okay. So the answer I got, I was very satisfied, okay. They're older than me, some of them, okay. Yeah, they answered my questions. So because big city, okay, brand new immigrants or poor people want to get a job. Okay, big city like New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, New Orleans, Louisiana, or whatever. Okay, big cities, yeah, there are a lot of poor people because they want to get a job, make more money. Poor people come to big cities to get jobs, more money, brand new immigrants. Okay, but initially they have to depend upon social security, food stamp, free money, social welfare system. They have to rely on that. Okay, why? Brand new immigrants, for example, they don't speak the language. They don't speak English. So, but they want to live, survive, and thrive. So they depend upon government money, taxpayers' money, until they get a job, until they learn English. Okay? So they are liberal, sympathy based, very emotional. Yeah? Sympathy, compassion, which is good. Okay? And big city people, yeah, they have sympathy for people around them, right? Yeah, let's help them out. Let's give them some money. Okay? Raise the tax the rich, feed the hungry, feed the poor. Okay? Because they look at them and they feel sorry for them. Poor people, brand new immigrants, poor people, yeah, give them some money, sympathy, compassion, which is good. Okay? Yeah, Jesus was very compassionate, sympathetic toward the poor people. Mr. Jesus Christ. Okay? He was very much liberal. Okay? So, yeah, compassion for the minority, poor people, right? Homeless people, criminals, compassion, minority, right? So in big city, brand new immigrants, right, who don't speak the language English, okay, big city people, they see them every day on the streets. The compassion, sympathy, right? Yeah, tax the rich, feed the poor, right? But in rural region, poor people, brand new immigrants, they don't come to rural region because there's not that much money, not that many jobs. Okay, rural regions, they are like farmers, family based, strong family value. They inherit this farmland from their parents, grandparents. They work very hard and they are running their farming business without that much margin. Okay. So they cannot take this brand new immigrants, poor people. No. They are running this farming business on a very tight budget. It's family owned farmland. They raise pigs, cows, they're ranchers, or they raise crops like beans, rice, wheat. Okay. Property, private property ownership that they inherited from their parents, grandparents, family business. Okay. They cannot accept brand new guests because they are running on very tight budget, right? So they are against taxation. Okay. But big cities, yeah, they have some disposable income. Yeah, yeah, immigrants come in, big city, we got the money. It's big city, Chicago, Illinois, New York, Los Angeles, California, or New Orleans, Louisiana, Miami, Florida. Okay, yeah, brand new immigrants, poor people come in. Okay, we have money to feed you. Yeah, raise the tax the rich, feed the poor. We can afford you. Okay, because we see you on the streets, we feel sorry, sympathetic, compassionate. Okay, but that's the big city. But in rural place, they run a very tight budget. Farming, raising pigs, cows, wheat, rice, beans. They don't have disposable income. Okay. So when brand new immigrants, yeah, well, they don't come to rural land to get a job. Rural places, country places, they don't have that much money or job availability. It's a family owned business. My sons, my daughters, they inherit this land business. That's it. Okay. Very strongly family oriented, old fashioned value, ancestral land, farmland, dealing with animals, plants, right? Nature. With this American rural conservatism, old fashioned value, inherited land from parents, grandparents, generations after generation. And they are running on a very tight budget. So they, well, brand new immigrants, poor people, they don't come to rural places. They go to big cities. So there's this physical distance, right? So yeah, that's why they don't quite sympathize, compassionate about this taxpayer-based government welfare, social welfare, or governmental assistance, because that's very foreign concept to them. Okay, so that's why rural country region they tend to be more conservative, and urban people, urbanites, they tend to be more liberal. Okay, so I learned very well. Okay, I learned good. All right. Okay, some of the things I learned, some of the things I it's my own. Okay, some rational, logic based. Okay, so that's the narrative. That's one possibility. Okay, all right. We'll take 5 minutes break. All right. It's been almost like 3 hours, so let's stop and restart. Okay, so all right, I'll see you soon. Okay.